Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what I hope is going to be the best game I've ever played on Civ 6. That's right, we're going to play the... what is it called? Yet not another map pack. I've ruined it already. Essentially, it's that huge map of the true start location Earth, and as you can see, every single Civ in the game is going to be playing, let alone every single Civ. We've got every single city-state. I actually don't know if all the city-states are going to load properly. We shall see, we'll find that out. But it is just a true starting map. You can see all of the sort of settings I've got down here in case you want to have a look at any of them. Mostly I've just sort of turned resources up to abundant. I've turned off barbarians just so that, you know, hopefully the turns will actually load. But this is going to be an absolute just shitstorm. I've been playing Rome through all of my guides, right? I've done a domination guide, a faith guide, a religious guide, a culture guide, and a scientific guide. Trajan has proved me very capably, and now I want to honour him with a genuine can the Roman Empire take over the entire world sort of game. I don't know how far we're going to get through. I don't know when my computer is going to pack up, but we're going to give it a try anyway. We're playing on line speed. I'm playing on Emperor because that's what I've been playing on so far. Europe is going to be an absolute shitstorm. Honestly, it's going to be disgusting, absolutely horrific. There are so many people. Alexander and the two Greeces, France, Germany, Carthage and Egypt across the sea, Spain. We're going to have just so many people clustered into such a small space. That's ignoring people like Hungary has been put into the game now, isn't it? Because Europe really needed more Civs. Why am I picking Rome? On this map, right, we're going to have enough space for 2 cities. If we're lucky, if loyalty doesn't absolutely dick us over, which it may well. I could be playing someone like Canada, you know, or even Russia, or maybe the Inca. There's only 3 Civs down on South America. You've got the Inca, you've got Brazil, and you've got Mapuche, I think. Whereas in Europe, we've just got all the goddamn Civs. Should we see how we get on? Let's see how we get on. The main aim of this playthrough is essentially to make all roads literally lead to Rome. Now you can imagine if we start, actually we've got a fantastic world map here, we are going to be starting sort of in Europe, just in sort of Italy here. I want to see a road spanning all the way down to Gibraltar, all the way up to Scandinavia, all the way across to the Russian-Alaskan sort of border, and all the way down here to the tip of India and right through to the bottom of sort of Singapore and Indonesia. That's what I want to see. Maybe even down to South Africa. If I can get a continuous road going all the way down there, I would be so happy. It would be brilliant. To do that, however, we are going to be dumped in a Europe that is absolutely chock-a-block full of everyone, which means we've got to do a lot of war. Legions are going to be super important to that effort. We've got to make sure we get a good supply of iron very quickly. Baths, Trajan's columns, all these things are going to help us to grow as to all roads lead to Rome. But legions are it's going to get us off the ground initially. I suspect it depends on what Greece gets put down. I've tested this map out. Every Civ should spawn. Whether or not every Civ does spawn is a slightly different question, because especially in this Greece area, you've got Gorgo, you've got Pericles, and you've got Alexander the Great that all pretty much try and start on the same tile there or thereabouts. So we may only get 1 Greece. It doesn't make our job any easier. I would like to stress that. Even if there's 1 person instead of 3 people, it just means they're going to have triple the space effectively. So, Europe is going to be absolutely full. We need to rush a settler out. I suspect where we start and where Rome is on the sort of the boot of Italy, the Alps are going to be immediately above where sort of Turin and Milan is in real life. We want to pump a settler out and get it up as quickly as possible to grab as much of that space as possible. Settling down onto Italy's boot and into Sicily isn't going to be a problem. No one's going to stop us from doing that. And actually, if we can grab Corsica and Sardinia, the 2 islands in the Mediterranean as well, that would really help. Dominance of the Mediterranean, I'd quite like to see that. I'd like to see Rome owning every single city on the Mediterranean. That would be really fun. We did that once on a Civ 5 game. I think we were playing Morocco which was quite fun. I enjoyed that. If you haven't seen that Civ 5 game, a Morocco playthrough, it was a real laugh. It was just pointlessly big. But that's going to be the initial strategy. I think we're going to go after whoever Greece is first. If we get Pericles or Gorgo, they're going to start with a lot of hoplites, and legions eat up hoplites for breakfast. They are, the anti-cavalry units just get eaten by melee units really, really capably. Alexander I would want to kill pretty quickly as well, because he, in the classical to sort of medieval era, becomes absolutely unstoppable. And it depends on what European civs start above us. Let's have a look. So here we go. Mount Vesuvius, Stromboli. Oh, fantastic. We've got all kinds of fun things. Look at this. We've started with wine. That's good. That's really good. I feel bad about moving Rome off this tile, so I'm going to start where it wants us to. Here we go. So that's where Rome is. Roma. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This Bologna. Oh, so we've started with a city-state. And we met them. That is an amazing start. Oh, what a little advantage. We're going to need as many little advantages as we can get. So, right, we start with a monument. We want to get a settler as soon as we can. What tile am I working to start with? There's a 4 production tile here because Vesuvius, I think Vesuvius adds +1 production and it's always erupting. So this is going to be a difficult thing to put. We don't want to put districts ideally next to Vesuvius. We want to work all of the production around it. But this means we can pump out settlers pretty quickly, but we can't do so for 7 turns. So what are we going to do? Is it worth us building a settler? Probably not. I mean, here's the problem, right? If I have a look at this, that's how many players there are. There's more than that. This is lying. There's more players than you can see at the moment. There are still only 7 religions, right? 7 religions in the game. I ideally want a religion, but getting one is going to be nigh on impossible. I'm going to see if I can try. We're just going to jump straight for astrology because I started next to Vesuvius. I'm going to build it. We're going to see if we can just rush through a holy prophet. If I can get a religion, I can get Crusade. If I can get Crusade, I can spread Crusade and take over Europe really quickly. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. A settler and a holy site is what I'm going to go for. But you know what? Sometimes gambles are worth it. Should we see how bad the turn is? There you go. Let's just let this run through. Oh, as everything just loads up that first turn. This is all good. You're not going to see any of these turns because I'm going to edit this all out, but you can see, get like a little indication of what it's going to be like. That's not bad. For a first turn, that is not bad at all. Okay, yeah, Bologna has settled right on the top of Italy. Oh, that's a problem because Bologna is a really, really good city-state, but no, we cannot allow that. We cannot allow them to thrive. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for the settler lens as well because this is going to fill up really quickly. I'm going to go straight to urban planning. I'm going to ignore God King because we're going to build a holy site really quickly. There's no barbarians, so I'm going to go for survey. I mean, they're both pointless, but there are no barbarians. I just thought if I loaded barbarians in, we won't get anywhere. This would be such a long game. What do I want to get first? There's no point in rushing early empire because by the time I get early empire, all the settlement spots are going to be gone. So we're going to go for state workforce and then through to political philosophy. As I say, the early game war, Bologna would be great to keep friends with, but I may have to just take it over because I don't think we're going to get away with anything else. In fact, actually, the letter starts on, I think that's Malta down there, isn't it? So already Italy is super full. I might just about get away with a settler down here. Yeah, okay, we've got a little bit of space. So we can put a second city down here, but realistically, we're going to have to take over Bologna. In order to do that, we're going to need some military units. We're going to go for pottery, animal husbandry, mining, because these are the 3 nice ones. And then I'm going to go for straight iron working to get some legion up, because we've got to go to war quickly. We can also see here, so far nobody's gone for profits, but it's going to be very quick before someone does. So I'm going to immediately rush into this. It's a +2 district. It's not the best, but it'll do. The Matterhorn and Geneva. Okay, so we've actually got 2 scientific city-states. This is a good start if it wasn't for the fact that I'm going to kill all of them. We're just gonna not bother with city-states. We're gonna wait until we get a city-state that's like ages away from us. Yes, these two are really, really good, but this is the Roman Empire. This is not the playthrough. We're not playing a friendly city-state playthrough. I want to kill everything. I am the Roman Empire, and we've got Alexander the Flipping Great. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's fine. Oh, I do need to remember the Matterhorn gives Alpine training as well. That's really handy. Nobody's got any profit points yet. That's really good. Just having a look as we go on to turn 8. Netherlands, yep, we're going to meet a lot of people. Getting early game friends is going to be really important as well. Okay, nobody's got that. Good, so I've got the Holy Site up first. So I might be able to do this, you know. I want to make friends nice and quickly. He's not going to like me because I'm not going to war with anybody. She's not going to like me because I'm not trading with her. So at the moment, both of those are poor choices. Look at that. Macedonia's capital already is having loyalty issues. This is the sort of game, this is the sort of world we're going to be living in, ladies and gentlemen. Holy Site Prez, I'm going to just rush this religion through. France. Okay, we've got Catherine France. That's not the France I was worried about, to be fair. That's good. I was worried we'd have a Eleanor of Aquitaine France, because that is appalling. The loyalty issues are just dreadful. But will Catherine de Medici like me a little bit more? I'm not spying. No, none of these people are going to like me is the problem. I'm waiting for somebody. I think Germany will like me because I'll be going to war with city-states. I might be able to get away with that one. I'm going to switch over to Agogi. We're going to get a bit of a military going. I think I might just rush a bit of an army to go and get Bologna. We should have, yeah, we're halfway to a religion now, so I'm just going to quickly pop in. Actually, oh, look at that. Bologna gave me another envoy purely because because I'm building a holy site. Oh, bless you. I'm not going to be your friend, but I love your optimism. Spain. Yep, good. There's no space in Europe. There's just no space whatsoever. Oh, ridiculous. Get a Pantheon nice and early on though, which is really, really good. Is the Settler one still there? Receive the Builder. I think they may have got rid of the Settler one on one of the updates. Unless someone's already gone through it. It's a little bit of a shame either way, but never mind. River Goddess is quite interesting if I were to go for loads of holy sites. Realistically, I'm going to go for Crusade. I'm not going to go for a Jesuit education game because I'm not going to have the faith to sort of sustain it. But I do need some faith in order to push out a little bit. So I want to get holy sites because I'm realistically going to get, I'm just thinking this sort of through, I'm going to get the policy that gives me food, the shrines and temples, because those are quite good and it's going to back up everything I do. And so actually if I had to give myself River Goddess, it would keep me quite happy, but realistically is that going to help with a military conquest? No. Divine Spark is always a really good one. That gives me campuses and theatre squares, but there's so many people. I'm not going to go for a culture victory. I'm going for a bit of a military victory and a science victory, so Divine Spark isn't so important on this game. So realistically, what have I got? I'm going to have lots of plantations. I'm going to have lots of Mediterranean holdings, so I'm going to get lots of production from fishing boats. At the moment, fishing boats and plantations are probably up there with two of the sort of biggest things. Geothermal fissures and volcanic soil. Well, Vesuvius will erupt at some point, but at the moment it hasn't. Let's have a look. God of War. Bonus faith equal to 50% of the strength of each combat unit killed within 8 tiles of a holy site. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? That holy site covers everything. I'm going to go for God of War. Sod it. I never go for God of War. That extra faith is going to mean that I can be buying more missionaries. And more missionaries equals more crusade. Let's do that. Let's try that. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Look at that. Religion founded. So, I'm going to go for a nice purple religion. I think we're going to go for this one because it gives a nice purple colour. And I'm going to just say the Roman Empire. We're going to spread it as soon as like the Roman Empire religion sort of spreads out, we're going to start taking people over. It's going to be fantastic. Feed the world. This is going to massively help our capital, and then other properties that we get. And then where is it? Crusade. Here we go. Found the religion very nicely. I've actually already generated a golden age, which is fantastic. I don't know how I've got away with that one, but that's amazing. I've already got 3 warriors settled up. I've got a settler 1 turn away. It's already turn 14. This is a good start. But I'm only going to be able to settle 1 city. If you have a look, until I get the ability to embark units, which isn't going to be for a little while. It's just the 1 city. We're a little bit full. So, bronze working is on its way. You can see I've got 18 turns until I can get Legion, but until then I'm going to build a granary, a shrine, and then I'm going to start pumping out units, and we're going to go take over Bologna and Geneva, and we're going to start our European invasion nice and early.